Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whoever and wherever you are. This is Coach Lee, and we're working on speech anxiety. And we are talking with ZINA. Say hello, ZINA.
Hello.
And ZINA is from Michigan.
Hmm?
She's a teacher of very young children. Let's see. When we first talked, it was earlier this year, pretty early, and she said, all my acquaintances know I stutter, unquote. And she has a big presentation coming up in September, which I think motivated her to get serious about getting rid of her stutter.
Hmm.
And so she's worked on it, and um, as by early April, she hadn't had her last bad incident was months ago,
Hmm.
and she posted her stop stuttering story not long after that, and felt like her last bad incident had been months ago. She also said that she wasn't planning words, which is very, very important because
Hmm.
if you don't plan words, you're not going to stutter.
That's true.
So when you just talking, you're fine. But the minute you start planning, there all bets are off.
Yeah.
Unless you're thinking about being an actress and you're really trying to be emotive and passionate about what you say, but then you're
Yeah.
thinking about how you say it, not the words themselves. So
Right.
focusing on a crutch and slowing down. You mentioned at one point that you were focused on your toes. What did
Yeah.
you mean by that? What did you mean?
Well, it's kind of a distraction. You know what I mean? From having to even like think words or think anything. It's just for me, it's like a crutch.
Okay, and so when is the last time you did that?
Oh, think maybe like a month ago,
Okay,
and you know what? And like honestly, I haven't had to use like that tool, like shifting like a
good,
focus on my
good.
toes. I just use a crutch and I practice reading every day a lot. I read to the kids at school a lot. I've been like doing so many like circle times, like and I have like other like teachers there, and I'm like fine, like I think like I had like an incident on Thursday, and then I just like ignored it. I was like, I don't care. It's just whatever. So
What does that mean? You're losing me here.
yeah, like it's like I had like okay, so I had a song, okay, like was in a what's like a group setting, and I was kind of like singing the good morning train is coming, how are you, choo choo, and I forgot a kid's name, and I kind of like started on her name was Penelope. I said and I said, oh, and Penelope. I just kind of I forgot her like name for like a second. I was like, oh my god, what's her name? Penelope.
Long
So
words. Let me tell you something. Long words. It's the easiest way to say them is to make
yeah,
each syllable a separate word.
so like syllables, yeah. I just
Penelope.
yeah. Then I
Penelope.
just, I forgot her, her name. Then I kind of had like an incident. And then I was like, oh, that's fine. I don't care. Whatever. Then, I moved on. And then
Well,
it was,
I'm glad you don't. I'm glad you're able to. ignore things that do not
Yeah.
appear speech disabled. That's important.
Mhm.
So good job. But we're also always trying to find ways to improve our speech. You know,
Mhm.
forgetting stuttering, we want to
Right.
improve our speech generally. And what I'm
Right.
telling you is long words that would normally create a problem for you are your
Mhm.
strongest suit. Oh, really? How is that? Why is that? Because you've learned how to handle them. And
Mhm.
you break those words, Penelope,
Mhm.
metaphysics,
Yeah.
Christianity,
Mhm.
Singapore. Any word that for a split second suggests a problem to you, break it into, make it, if it's a lot of syllables, make every syllable a separate word.
Okay.
Otherwise, grab some other, if you need it, You know, you're talking too fast right now to me,
Yeah.
and I'm talking too fast to you. That's not good. And both of us need to slow down. We will
Okay.
speak better when we slow down.
I agree.
So, and we'll have more fun doing it. Speech
Yes.
is fun, and you're getting better at it every day, and you're going to continue to do so for years to come.
Yes.
It's just the beginning. Crutch
Mhm.
11, speak like a queen.
Mhm.
You know, slow, uh, um, pronunciation, passion, smiling. This is what we're doing.
Mhm.
Pronunciation, passion,
Mhm.
smiling. Instead of focusing on your toes, you're focusing on pronunciation. You're
I will.
focusing on being passionate about what you say. Say it in a way that's convincing and fun and interesting for other people, and smile at them while you do it. They can't
Yes.
resist you when you smile. They
Mhm.
can't.
That's true.
Tell me, um, what are you doing on a daily basis for your speech?
Sure. So I have been reading a lot. I do have to I have to write emails on a weekly basis. So I go over it, editing and all that stuff. So I do break it down, my speech. I slow down, as I reread and re-edit my my letters. And so I do slow down a lot, and I do read a lot, and I do a lot of crutch 9. That helps me a lot as well.
Okay.
And I use the slow, stop, and link as well. So I jump around a lot of whichever is going to help me the most. That's what I do. And honestly, it's been working for me.
I'm
Um,
sorry.
it,
What?
huh?
I'm sorry.
It has it has been working for me. It has been working for me.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, crutches. The crutch 9. It's my for sure go-to crutch when I do stumble on words.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, it's helped. It's bailed out a lot of people,
Yeah.
and it has multiple parts. So, what parts are you using?
And on the which one? On crutch 9?
Yes.
Yeah, so every time I have to speak to a parent, on a phone, if I have to call them and say, "Hey, your child is not feeling well. She has a fever. You have to come and get her." So I have been using Crutch 9, and I have also been slowing down, and I tried to kind of say, "Hi, Miss Sawyer, how are you? Like this is blah 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 from school. I'm calling for Sawyer. She's not feeling well today." So I kind of do also like pauses as well, and I try to like think my words if I can. Um, so I have over like come that fear of of having to call a parent and say say like your child has like illness or like she fell in the playground. So that's been good for me so far.
Okay. Look, it's
Yeah.
not, look, Zena, you don't say so far. It's
Oh,
going to be good as long as you live, and it's
yeah.
going to get
Well,
better.
yeah,
Don't
of course.
don't don't concede
Yeah.
that oh, I might go off the cliff some point.
No, no, I will
That's
not. I will not.
nonsense.
Right.
You're not going to do it. You're
Mm-hmm.
going to get better every single day
Yep.
because you're working at it. And
I
I would
have been.
prefer that you use the term stops to pauses.
Okay.
Pauses are too short. Stops give you a break. They give the listener a break. They improve the quality of your speech. Stop. Enjoy the time off.
Mm-hmm.
Give the listener a break.
Yeah.
Then start again. Every time you stop, in most cases, you'll get more attention from the listener. They'll say, "Oh, what's?" Yeah. They'll either interrupt you rarely, or they'll say, "Oh, I better. What's she doing now? Why did she stop?" Well, you have their attention right away.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's a great tool. You're trying to convey a message. When you stop, you convey it better,
Yeah.
don't you?
Yeah.
You heard me yesterday give a talk at Sam. I stopped all the time, didn't I?
It was amazing. Yep.
It's fun and it's more effective. It's better speed. Take it easy on yourself and on other people. You're not in a hurry.
Mm-hmm.
That's for the rest of the world. Let them rush. They talk like machine guns. They're
Yeah.
unintelligible. Half the people on TV can't
It's
be
way
understood.
too fast. Yeah, I don't like it. Sometimes I'm like, what they say? I forgot what they say. I'm
Exactly.
like, I'm like my husband, what they say? What? And he's like,
So you're reading aloud a lot, and you are doing your mind training daily, right?
yes, I do that too.
How's that going?
And I also do like a lot of voice modulation in my circle time. A lot of that because it gets the kids attention. They love it. I'm like, and the apple tree, and like we can shake that tree. Like I do like a lot of like hand like emotions and puppets, and the kids just thrive out of that. They're just like,
Great.
oh, Miss
Uh,
Zena, what happened to the.
of course, it works with the children. You're
Yes.
you are an actress in class.
I I'm a clown in the class.
It's like it's your TV show.
It
It's
really
Zena,
is.
Zena with her troupe, you know.
Yeah.
And I
It's
mean,
honestly, it is so much fun.
did we talk about taking a couple of Muppets in there to use on your
Yeah,
hands?
I need to take a course. I need to. I actually like found a course that I'm going to take in August to show
Really need to
to like
do
know
that.
how to do it.
You really need. I told you that the
Yeah,
Muppets,
I should.
the Vandals were my roommate in college.
Yes. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
and they're fabulous, and those Muppets are still around. I'm sure it's their children or their grandchildren now, because they were my age,
Oh wow.
you know.
That's
So,
awesome.
wow. So, I mean, that's fun. And you make a game out of life too, because it's a lot more fun, and it is a game. And the more it'll just relax you. Now, what do you have to do in September again? Tell me about that. What are you going to do?
Oh yeah. So what's called my co-lead, she's not here now, so I'm waiting for her to return from Mexico, and then her and I are gonna go over it. She's not here yet, so um she's coming home on the 14th, and then we're gonna like discuss, our lines. She's not here yet, so I don't have it yet. She has it, so we're gonna um yeah, talk through it, her and I together. But like I don't have it yet.
So it's slides, right?
Yeah, it's all slides, like it's all like PowerPoints. Yeah, that's what it is. I'm waiting for her um to return from Mexico.
So do you have an introduction and a conclusion for it?
Yes, we have that. Yes, we have the introduction and we have the conclusion, and also she wants me to answer with all of the questions that the parents are going to have for me. It's all like because her her like in English it's not that well. So she asked me to answer questions that any of the parents have for me. So I have to kind of get ready for that. Like, if somebody asks me like anything, any like questions on on um regarding how a classroom functions, or like I have to be like ready to answer them at any given like moment after our like night, or our like classroom like
Well, are
presentation.
you are you the only one answering questions, or that you both answer?
Yeah, I'm gonna like probably um the only one who's gonna do it is because they're like English, it's not really like quick English. Like it takes her as a like second to kind of process like their like question. So she goes to me, Zena, she goes to me, I need you to answer them. I said, yeah, sure, of course, I will answer them. Like
Okay,
if there are
so
any questions.
I'm sure there'll be questions.
Well, I'm sure there will be.
And so, what kind of questions do you expect?
They're gonna most likely, in the past, there has been questions on regarding like food allergies and how we handle that. Like some kids have allergies. Like we have so many allergies. Like nowadays, it's not even funny. Um, so um, so we have to like know how to like control that, and how to like inform other like families, like not to bring any like nuts to school, or like you know
Do you think it
whatever
would
it is.
help you to have to ask people when they came in before while you're doing the slideshow, before you get going on the slideshow, just
Mhm,
say at the end we're going to have a opportunity to ask questions. It
mhm.
might be helpful if any of you know questions in advance you're going to write. If you could
Oh,
write them
okay.
down, if there's a little notepad on your chair,
Good
and
idea. You know what?
pass them up to the front of the room, so you'll have in your hand the first 5 or 6 questions, and
Oh,
you
that's
can
good
make,
idea.
and they're, give them little pads like this or something to write their questions on, and
Yeah,
then
yeah.
they pass them up to the front of the room, and you make bullet points on those questions as to your answers.
Good idea.
So you do that while the other girl is speaking, you're looking at the questions, and that'll help. I mean, they'll still ask you some free form, that's fine, but, and I think I've told you, I asked you before
Hmm.
to stop using the word like in the
Yeah.
middle constantly. Look, you do not need dead space, dead time, silence is an asset for everybody.
Yes.
That's why we do stops. And
Hmm.
so you don't need to say like, people say like and
Hmm.
to hold the floor. You're not trying to hold the floor. The floor is yours when you're speaking. Now the floor is yours.
Hmm.
Relax. Take your time.
Hmm.
Speak slowly. Smile at the people. Make them happy to be there. Now answer their questions. Slowly. Lots of stops. And, and so you write on your own little pad, pronunciation,
Hmm.
stops.
Okay.
What else? I don't know what else.
Um, maybe like humming like through my words.
If you need to,
Yeah.
I don't know
Well,
that you need to do that. You may
yeah.
you may be fine.
Yeah.
Just while I want to mention, in October, you
Hmm.
have, let's see, no, yes, September 28th, you're down for a SAM talk. Remember that?
Me?
Yes, you.
Oh,
Oh,
September
yes. Oh,
28th.
yes. And you have to
Oh my
practice that
gosh,
on,
you have me on there? I did not know that
you
soon.
have to
Oh my
practice
gosh.
it on me. Oh, yes.
Oh,
Uh,
Coach Lee, pressure, pressure.
oh, yeah, but that's good stuff. That's exactly
September
what
28th. Let's see.
that's,
Um,
we look forward to those opportunities.
hold on, hold on.
Crush
Hold on
it.
just like
Crush it.
yeah, hold on because my son has hold on games now. 1 second on Saturdays. Hold on, let me make sure. It's at like at noon, right?
Yes.
Let me make sure September 20, hold on, 28th. 28th you said?
Yes.
Okay, I think I could do it. Okay, I don't think he's got it. Oh no, you know what? His games are not yet posted.
And
Shoot.
so you can practice it on me, you know.
Yeah.
For,
Um. Yeah. Well. Oh, okay. Well, if he has some games, hopefully it'll be like later in the day. His game, not so early in the morning.
and
So
I'm sorry your SAM talk isn't before your presentation
yeah.
at school, because the more practice is practice. You know,
Yeah.
the more you get, the better it is.
Okay. Oh my God, I'm so nervous. I don't want to get. But okay, I'll do it. I have to do it.
Yeah. I mean, you can read or paraphrase your stop stuttering story that you posted. Nobody will know the difference. Or you can write something totally different, whatever you
Okay.
like. But anywhere from 5 to 20 minutes.
So I have to read
Just
it
like,
like to them.
yeah, for that talk, anywhere from 5 to 20. Most of them run 10, 15 minutes. Um, but the more practice, the better. And getting you comfortable using silence
Okay.
as part of your delivery system is really important. In class as well, even with the children,
Yeah.
and let them respect silence. When you have the floor, they need to be quiet.
Hmm.
When anyone has the floor, we need to show respect and courtesy and listen and wait our turn. So that's part of what you're teaching. You want to evoke a confident, relaxed attitude about your speech. It's your opportunity not to panic, but to be more relaxed and more in control than you are at any other time. You're on the stage. Everyone's listening to you. That's nice. Give them back something controlled, slow, positive, happy. Let them think. It's fun. Make a game out of this whole thing. Your daily class, your presentation at school, your SAM talk, it's all part of the same thing. And work on improving your conversational speech with everybody. Slow it down. Pronounce, smile, stop, stop, stop. Don't say like. I know everyone does, but that doesn't
Yeah.
make it good.
Yeah.
It's a lousy habit.
Of what?
It's a
Singing?
lousy habit.
Yeah.
So, uh, how are your kids getting along? I noticed you've got two teenagers and an 11 or 12-year-old.
12-year-old boy. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's good. So we are actually our first are in process of tutoring some state colleges, like for the girls to see, what college they want to go to. My one daughter, she wants to go to U of M, and my other daughter, she wants to go to the state of Michigan. So the house is divided for sure. So we're gonna get some tours this weekend, or next week. We're gonna
My
tour
brother
both
went to the University of Michigan, and
uh,
I used to go there and watch the Wolverines play.
games.
You know,
Awesome.
that was a big deal, and I loved it so much. We lived in Maryland, but I got out there a couple times a year while he was going there, and it was
Hmm.
a lot of fun. A lot of
Yeah,
fun.
it's crazy. Yeah.
Most of my grandchildren have gone to the University of Maryland.
Mm,
Most but any event, so that's all good. So
yeah.
you have twins, don't you?
Yes, I
Uh-huh.
have I have like twin girls. They're 17 and a half. They're
Okay.
going to be seniors this year.
Yeah. Okay.
And yeah. And I have a son who loves like football so much. I have him in a league starting in August. He's gonna have to go to practice every day. Saturdays will be his like games.
Now
So
I told you that 80% of my students have no other stutterers in their family, which was the case with me as
yeah.
well. You told me long ago that you
Hmm.
have a father, a sister, two uncles, and some cousins who stutter.
Yeah. Yeah.
Have any of them noticed your speech? I mean, your speech has dramatically improved, has it not?
Yeah. So actually, like this this was it this morning? My like sorry, my daughter
Don't
was like,
say sorry. You don't,
my dad. Yeah. Okay.
Tina, you have not committed
Yes.
any
Hold on.
offense.
I'm trying to think what she said
No,
this morning.
listen, I'm here to help you, but I don't want
Yes.
to say I'm sorry. There's
Yes.
no reason
I
for
will
you to
not
be
say
sorry.
sorry.
Okay?
Yeah.
You're not sorry. You didn't hurt anybody, and don't waste your time or theirs by saying you're sorry. Now, what were
Okay,
you saying?
I want it. Yeah. So this morning she asked me, she was to me like, Mom, you know what? I'm like, yeah, Haley, what? She was to me, you know what? She was to me, I noticed I have noticed that your speech has gone so well, and you're not like nervous anymore, and you're not stuttering anymore. I
Good.
was like, yeah. She's like, yeah, Mom. She's like, that I'm so, you know, she was happy for me.
I'm glad
And
to hear
I
that.
said,
Have
that's
any of
good.
you, for your father or your sister, your uncles, have any of those people noticed? I think they've had to notice. The question is,
Yes, my mom, yeah, she was always like telling me like, slow down, slow down, slow down. You're going too fast. And she's saying to me like, hey, she goes to me, Zina, she goes to me, like you've been like doing really, really well with your speech. I was like, oh, thanks, Mom. Like, and she has no idea. She has no idea. I'm in like your like speech program. Um, I'm like coaching. She has no idea. I haven't told anyone.
I don't know how bad your father, sister, and uncles are, but if it's a significant level of stuttering,
Mhm.
they should do what you've done. They should get in this
Yeah,
program.
my father, Coach Lee, he's almost 90, and he's got health problems, dementia, Alzheimer's.
Oh, okay,
So
okay.
he's not really, I
Okay,
mean,
it's too late. It's
like
too late.
capable. Yeah, he's not like capable of doing any of that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Look, I'm really working now with you on your speech in general.
Mhm.
Okay, so I want to suggest to you a few things.
Sure.
One, and most of this we've discussed before, but I think slowing down is important. I do believe that you need to link your words to a stop.
Okay.
You know why? Because you have a habit of inserting like and
Yeah.
as fillers. They're not there. You're not using them to avoid stuttering. You're using them to avoid silence, and it's just a habit.
Oh, okay. I never thought of that. Okay,
And
but yeah, you're
if,
right.
if you would speak slowly and link to a
Okay.
stop, and
Okay.
you say, okay, slowly and slowly, if we wanted to say slow pronunciation, you like pronunciation, and that does lead to good speech. So if
Okay.
you think slow pronunciation and link to a stop,
Okay. Oh,
then start again. See if you can do it with me right now about anything. Right.
sure.
So you write it down.
Yeah.
Let's write it down. Let's write it
Okay.
down. Because it's the kind of thing that, I mean, once again, we're talking about habits.
Yeah.
And this, all right, so we're saying the first
Yep.
one is slow pronunciation. That's number one. Slow
Slow
pronunciation.
pronunciation.
Two is link, and
Like,
three is stop.
stop.
When you use pronunciation, modulation can be combined with pronunciation. Um,
Okay.
you see,
Modulation.
like modulation, it works for you. So,
Slow pronunciation. Like,
and
okay.
you need to do this
Mm-hmm.
all the time that you're speaking on, to change. What are we trying to get rid of?
Mm-hmm.
Rambling sentences, lots of likes and ums, and it leads to boring speech.
Yeah.
It's the way most people speak, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm.
But
Mm-hmm.
that's their problem. We're working on
Mm-hmm.
you, and so
Okay.
you want to be the calm, controlled actress. I mean, emotive, positive emotions, but it's controlled.
Okay.
And you stop talking, you
Okay.
suggest you're in control of yourself. Slow, you're going to find your class, your children that you coach, that you teach, are going to be more relaxed. When you relax, they will relax.
That's true.
When you speak slowly, they will speak slower.
They always, yes. You know what? This actually is true because they do a lot of like modeling. They do model me a lot of the
Of
time.
course they do.
Yeah.
And that's great. This is an opportunity for you to
Mm-hmm.
improve their dispositions, their emotional state. Take
Mm-hmm.
it easy. Let's not, I mean, we don't need to feel that we're under pressure here. We're all
Yeah.
here to learn and have a good time. That's
Okay.
it.
Okay.
Silence is golden.
Alice is golden. Okay.
So this is a way of speaking, slow pronunciation,
Mm-hmm.
linking to a stop.
Okay.
And,
All right. I'll try that. Okay.
and lengthen your stops because you don't, when you talk to me, you don't really have stops that I can see.
Okay.
You
Okay.
talk,
I'll work on it.
continue them until you're finished.
Okay. All right.
And this is going to make, look, I would ask you to view every classroom presentation as a preparation for your presentation in September.
Okay.
I would like you to look at the class and think,
Mm-hmm.
how would I, if these were all the parents,
Mm-hmm.
how would I speak? And that's the way you're going to speak. Your message may be different. You may have a Muppet or something, but
Mm-hmm.
you're still not talking nonstop without stops. You're still linking to a stop. Again, why did I say that? To eliminate likes and ums.
Mm-hmm.
Ums that are not being used to avoid a block. You're not using them for that purpose. You're using them to fill the space. Don't fill the space. Start talking the way you would like to listen to someone talk.
Okay.
Give people a break.
Yeah. Yeah.
You can do this, but it's a way of speaking. It's a habit to develop and carrying something around and looking at it. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
you're on the stage with your class, but you can be controlled. You can still be happy. You can still be expressive, but you link to a stop. You don't just keep talking, like and and keep talking, like and keep talking, and like and keep talking.
Right.
Okay, so let's try it.
Let's try it again.
Okay, so, all right. So, your sisters, did they stutter about the way you did or more or less?
Yeah. So I have a sister, and she has a disability. More of like more of a cognitive
Oh,
disability, and she has been stuttering her whole life.
oh, bless her heart.
Yeah.
Well, that,
Um,
I don't try to help people with the cognitive issues because it gets beyond what we do.
right.
They
It's
need another kind of help.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
So I
that's,
cannot help her. I mean, I do help her at home. Like I go there sometimes and I help her with with my mom. I help her a lot. She's now 56 years old, and she's a handful for sure. Yeah. Yeah. So
Okay, all
yeah.
right, that's another story.
Yeah. It's another.
Well, so, all right. So mainly you're doing this for yourself, for your
Mhm.
students at school,
Yeah.
and for your children.
My children, absolutely.
And you're going to set a good example there. Um,
Mhm.
do you think
Yeah.
that do you think
Okay.
that what I said yesterday about the
Mhm.
art of living would be helpful to your children?
Absolutely.
Well, you can ask them to watch it. Look, I'm not running for office. I'm just trying to help people, you
We
know.
should run for office. Coach Edward, run for office. I would like vote for you any day, Coach Lee.
But do you want me to send you a link to that thing, or do you want to just take? It'll be
I'll
posted.
look it up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it'll
no,
be
I'll look it
posted
up.
on. I think
Yeah.
think it would be helpful to children that age.
Mhm.
I mean, my audience is mainly 18 to 35. That's 75% of my audience is that age. So that's the age level I write to and speak to principally. And so anything I do, I mean, your kids are a little younger than that, but not much.
Mhm.
And in another 10 years, they'll be right in the middle of the 20, the syndrome of 20s, which finds a lot of people in despair and
Yeah.
very negative. And
Yeah.
I mean, if they have stuttering on top of it, heaven help them. But what I
God, they don't.
say really is aimed at those people, stuttering or no stuttering. It's still things
Yeah.
that I've learned that have helped me, and I think do help some of my students. I mean, I have worked with those principles with many students long before I know you, and
Mhm.
it's been helpful. So it's just a suggestion that
So I have a question for you.
yeah.
So every time somebody asks me a question, um, and then I get um, then after that I get kind of like nervous, and my heart starts.
Why? What
I don't know. I have this like image as a kid that if I say something wrong, then they're gonna like make fun of me, or it's just honestly, it's just from my childhood, like trauma I've like had because I was like bullied a lot as a kid. I was bullied because I used to stutter. I was bullied because I didn't speak any English coming to America, and I was just bullied a lot. So I have like internal drama from my like I I think like that's why I stutter, because I just have like trauma from from like I was a kid, and I have like a fear a lot. So I think that's why I do stutter, and I tried. You know what? I have
Now,
like
look, there's a
I have
there's a
good days and
time,
bad days.
but you're learning that
Yeah,
you have no reason to have those feelings.
yeah,
You know
I
that. And look,
yeah.
you you know you cannot control other people's opinions. There's
Mhm,
only one opinion you can control, and that's your opinion.
mhm,
And what you're doing, what you do for a living, what you do as a parent, and what you're doing for your speech are all positive things. And
mhm,
they're helping you and they're helping other people. So you have every reason to be proud of yourself and not be concerned with anybody else's opinion at all. And when people ask you a question, that is an opportunity for you to provide a relaxed, enjoyable, pleasant response and helpful response. They ask you a question because they think you know something they don't, whether it's the
Yeah.
time for lunch or what did Socrates say, whatever it is, they think you know. So that's
Yeah.
a compliment. So
Yeah.
fine. And so
That makes sense.
if you want to look at every time, you got to look at questions as opportunities to be helpful and to show you're in control and you're using extreme pronunciation, modulation, you're smiling and stopping a lot and speaking in short phrases. The longer you talk in a continuum, the more difficult it is for you and for the listener. It's harder for every speaker. It's harder for me. It's harder for everyone you know. So when you speak, if you'll speak in shorter increments, it will be easier for you to present the image and the information you wish to present in a way you want to do it. Look, you can become the opposite of everything that you've not liked about your own speech.
Mm-hmm.
There's no reason that you can't do this. And you're still a very young person by my standards. So, it's time, but it's a good time to, get the ship in order and start having more fun with it. Questions
Yeah.
are opportunities. Maybe you should make that an affirmation. I love to be questioned.
Okay. I'm gonna actually write that down. I love to be questioned. Yeah.
I mean, I can tell you I do, but I'm a magpie, I'm a bird that never shuts up. So,
It's
um,
a good thing actually.
well,
Yeah.
I've become that. But interestingly, many stutterers are that way, even though they stutter. So, but it's fun.
Yeah.
So, the mind training is still very, very important.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to say, urging, um, short pronunciation, link stop. You've been at this a while, and
I'm sorry.
you've been at this with me a while, so
Oh yeah.
I,
Since
I can load you up.
January. I started in January.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
it's not that we talked every week. We haven't, far from it, but we've talked quite a bit,
Mhm.
and I think the elements that you need to think about. Yes, and again, we're working on this program is really aimed. The stuttering is okay. I mean, we're not having. That's not the problem. Or the opportunity. Let's put it that way. The opportunity for improvement is now really in your general speech, and then asking questions. Sorry, answering questions. So,
Yeah.
um,
To be
our,
honest with you, I mean, I'm like Coach Lee, like to be honest with you, at
yes,
school I do good. I I do good at school. I
glad you
hardly have
did. You
any
should.
incidents. I talk
Please.
to the parents. Like I'm fine. It's just, because I kind of like pre stress. I pre have anxiety. But honestly, like at that at that moment, it's like I don't care. Like I do it. I get the point across. I call parents. I have like conversation with them. I had a conference with a mom 2 weeks ago, regarding her child. He is showing signs of delays in speech, delays in a lot of aspects of child developmental milestones. So I had to like sit there and have with her a conversation, and I told her exactly how I felt, and I told her things he needs, or she needs to find him help. And I did it, Coach Lee, without any. I did it without any. I did it without any hesitations, without any feared words. I don't know how I did it, but it's because I was more
Brain does it.
focused
Brain
on the
do it.
child. I
You're
was more
letting
focused.
your brain do what it's designed to do.
Yes. So I wasn't really scared. I wasn't like hesitated. I knew she was gonna come to the school. I knew I was gonna have with her a conversation. I knew all that. I knew like I knew it. So as soon as she came, and I sat with her, and I talked to her, and I told her how I felt. His name is Theodore, her child. I was like, Theodore, also I see some delays. Also, I see that he cannot say his numbers, I think I said, or his like letters. I forgot what I said to her, but I sat across her. I told her, and she's like, "Oh, thank you so much." And then she was like, "Yes, I did. I did like notice he's not doing so and so, and I see he is, and I see that he's playing all by himself at home. I see he's doing this." So I wasn't like so nervous. I wasn't so anxious. It was just like different. Even afterwards, I was like, "Oh wow, what did I just do?" Like, I was kind of like proud of like myself for a second. But
Yeah.
I think that I think that when it comes down to it, I sort of don't get scared. I sort of just do it. And I sort of also focus on the delivery more than my thoughts, like at a pressured time, so to say. But yeah, I just want to just make that's how I
Okay,
feel.
I think maybe we need to have, to keep it simple,
Hmm.
maybe if you worked on short link stop
Okay.
as for your general speech, you know,
Yeah, that has been my go-to.
short link stop,
Hmm.
because you still talk in long continuums, and
Oh, yeah.
it's
Oh,
not a crime. You're like the threat. You've heard it. You hear it all day, every day from everybody else. So why
okay.
shouldn't you mirror what you hear? You should. But you don't have to. And that what we're trying to do is help you speak
Hmm.
at a much better level than the people around you.
Hmm.
And it's not a competition. You're trying to,
No,
it's ZINA versus ZINA. That's the game here. But
right.
so when you make ZINA the best ZINA can be, ZINA is going to stand out in a lot of positive ways.
Okay.
So short link stop. Let's see if you
So
can.
how many words would you want me
I would say
to say?
one to five or so,
Okay.
but
So
I
is that
wouldn't hesitate. I'm doing it right now with you, and I tend to shoot for 1 to 3 words or so, maybe means 5 words or even 7 on occasion. Most of the time, I'm shooting for 1 to 3 words or so. Stop. Because they get away from me and you, and we ramble, and that's the problem. And if you want to appear, and I know you do, we all do, to be in control and relaxed and helpful, positive, you got to slow down. So short, length, stop. When you stop it, that's the greatest relief. So when you talk to these parents or even your children in class, you can do it. Short, length, stop. Look, if you can throw in a smile, pronunciation, modulation, great. But short, length, stop. Let's make that the driving. This is a speech plan a fluency speech plan, okay? Let's call it that. It's a fluency. I've never called it that before, but in your case, that's what it is. A merged fluency speech plan, and it's our old familiar short, length, stop. And then if you can throw in a smile or pronunciation or modulation or anything else you like is fine. But did you keep it short? Did you link? Did you stop? That's the question. Let's see if you can do it now.
Yes.
Okay, so do most of the children that you coach, what grades does your school go up to? What's the highest grade?
Okay, so we go to from toddler age all the way through 5th grade.
5th grade, did you say?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's an interesting cutoff point. I've heard of 6th,
Yes.
I've heard of 5th.
Yeah, 5th grade. And I teach the 2 and 3-year-olds age.
Okay. So what have you found to be your most, Jesus, we gotta quit.
It's okay.
We gotta quit in a minute, but what has been your most successful thing your most successful method or information that you've been able to convey? What's your goal with your students generally?
So my goal is to teach them independence.
Okay.
And to be able to do things on their own. And at the same time, to educate them and teach them almost everyday life skills. Like, for example, having to pour a glass of water for themselves and having to peel their own oranges. We call those at my school a practical life skills in Montessori.
Okay, that's good. That's good. I mean, my kids went to Montessori for a while, and they learned how to put their coats on and their boots and all that kind of stuff.
All that stuff.
it's
That's everyday stuff.
great.
So it's independence.
Yeah.
That's our goal.
One of the things that I try and teach my students is that if you will do your best all the time and be as loving as you can be, you're going to respect yourself. I don't know any other way to really respect yourself. if you don't do those two things. But I don't really think you need to do anything else. You don't need to be a genius. You don't need to be super super good at anything. You just need to do your best and be as loving as you can be. And when you do your best, it's going to be good enough to work things out
I
that you
agree.
need to solve. If you can get your students to say, look, don't worry about what anybody else can do or does do.
Mm-hmm.
You do your best and be a good person to those around you.
Yeah,
And everything's going to work out for you. It's going to work out.
that's true.
So listen, short link stop. Now we're doing that kind of 24/7.
Yeah, I have it written here. I'm gonna
I'm
put
going to
this in.
eliminate the likes and the ums
I will.
that
Yeah.
are needed for stuttering, and
Mm-hmm.
we're going to start. We love questions.
Mm-hmm.
We shine with that. But when you master short link and stop, you know what? Suddenly you're going to be in. I really think that this is going to help your speech so much.
Yes.
And you're going to be soon, when you do this, you're going to come across as in control all the time.
Okay.
And that's what you want to be, that's what you can be, and you should be. And that's what you want to spread in class. It's what you want to spread with the other teachers, what you want to give to the parents.
I will.
All right, so
Thank you so much.
when you just want to let me know when you want to do it again, or what do you want to do?
Yeah. Yeah, that's my well, I have the month of August off from work, a couple of weeks off.
Okay, well, let's see. Let me pull up this.
Maybe a couple of weeks if you want, or 3 weeks, whatever.
Um, what's today? 28th.
Today is the 28th, yeah.
Yeah. The 4th, 11th, 18th. Huh. You want to do noon on the 25th?
Yeah, of August.
Yeah,
Sure. Same time?
same time. 11,
Okay.
11 a.m. your time.
Okay, that's fine. All right, thank you so
Oh,
much,
wait,
Coach
no,
Lee.
you're in Michigan. You're in Michigan.
Michigan, yeah. It is. It is. Same time as
Are you the
New
same
York.
as New York? You're the same as New
Same as
York?
New York, yeah.
Okay, all right, so 11 a.m. your time, 12 a.m.
Awesome.
my time. So I'll see you then.
All
Otherwise,
right, Coach. Thank you so much, Coach Lee.
okay, listen, keep coming to Sam.
Yeah.
Have you reviewed my Stop Stuttering book? Have you reviewed?
I did it online. The Amazon, yeah. Yeah, I have that one.
Did you review it?
Yes, I did.
Okay, did you review this one?
I sure did.
Okay, all right, well then, okay. Have you ever read my happiness book?
No, I haven't not
Well,
gotten that
get
one.
it,
It's called
get
the
it.
Happiness Book.
It's a 1 hour read. Get it and make your daughters read it.
Happiness is called.
Yeah, Happiness in 7 Steps. They'll like it and you'll like it.
Okay, I'll get it. Yes.
Short and sweet.
Perfect. That's what I like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, listen.
I thank you so much.
We keep up the good work.
I will. Thank you.
You're on duty. You're on duty. You're on.
Yeah.
The eloquent speech goal is what we're looking for. Okay.
Okay. I'll practice.
Relaxed speech. See you soon. See you soon.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Bye.